Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Harold, what's the key to continuing the winning streak?
Matt, this is a scary lineup. They've got power and they have speed. They score runs in all different ways. They hit the ball in the ballpark, and they score on balls in the gap when you have a runner at first base. That's what speed, power combination can do. This is a very tough lineup.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Shortstop, Trey Turner.
First pitch of the night here is taken for ball one as we are underway in Toronto. Harold, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, Matt, it's been disappointing. I mean, here we are in the dog days of August, and this shows your colors right now. I mean, there's been a lot of bickering and complaining, but because they've been playing poorly, and it's hot, and they're all irritable. It's not a fun club to be around.
Christian Yelich comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. Tapper up the line, but it gets foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
This is just great pitching. They start him off with the slider to get the strike, and then they bust him in with a fastball. I don't know what he's thinking up there, but they really are messing with his mind right now.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Giancarlo Stanton is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it. He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
So the first 2 batters of the inning go out, and then the 3-hitter gets a base hit here, bringing up the middle.
Here's Chris Carter now as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1.
Well, if that's any sign of the type of game he's going to have, he's throwing the ball well. Right there, that's a good fastball. It's late swing, and we're in the first inning. That's a good sign. All things are looking good for him right now.
And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Hey, one thing's clear. He's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
Batting fifth.
Stepping into the box, Ben Zobrist. The average for him entering play, not far north of 200. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Seems like he's just lost the strike zone these last several pitches. He's got a walk, and that pitch right there, that wasn't even close.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. In to score the runner from second.
Definitely a solid way to start the game offensively. It always feels great to jump out to a 1-0 lead in the first inning, but now they've got a chance to really set the tone. Two more runners in scoring position that they obviously don't want to leave out there.
Rendell Grichuk stands in as he looks at ball one here. Here comes the 1-0. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Here we are in the first inning. We're watching adjustments be made after giving up that extra base hit. Now that's better location. He's going to have a better day if he does that.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Next pitch will be number 24 in this long first inning. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And the runner from third crosses the plate. And both runners will score. It's now a 3-0 ball game.
Well, pitching is all about offsetting the hitter. They try to go fastball.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is foul near the seats. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder David Dahl.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Marlins ball club, Harold Reynolds, as they begin play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Look out. They're starting to put it together. When you get to this territory and you start moving into a week of solid baseball, that's a club starting to come together, and I'm looking at one right now.
There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Up with it, Leon. The throw to first is in time, 1 down.
Batting second, third baseman.
So digging in now, Nolan Arenado. He begins playing this one with his batting average over the .310 plateau. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
First pitch, breaking ball. He was sitting on that the whole time, looking for it the whole way.
Here's Mark Trumbo now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A dozen home runs, the average at .284 to begin play, and 21 driven in. The 0-1 on its way. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Here's a ball skied in the air near the line, back behind first. Bird is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll enter play with that batting average, still shy of the .220 mark. 3 homers, 9 driven in. The 1-0 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Stanton coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Wow, he must be living right because he gets absolutely jammed. Thought we were going to see the bat splintered, but instead he muscles the ball to right for a double. Might get some heckles from his teammates, but no doubt he'll take it.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
That just can't happen. I mean, first pitch, if you know what you're going to swing at, you got to have a good swing. You can't take a bad swing on the first pitch of an at-bat.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And a check swing here. They'll point down to the third base umpire, but no swing on that one. It's ball 1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Grichuk is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of work. Martin Prado now. He'll lead it off here to begin the second. Into the windup and the pitch. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. And a fastball just a bit high.
We are now watching him put on a clinic. This is exactly the way he loves to hit. Very patient, and now he's got a 2-0 count looking for his pitch.
Outside, 3-0 now. And he finally gets this one over for strike 1. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Squared that one up just a little late.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Digging in now, Sandy Leon. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away. The tag, and he's nabbed, trying for 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Trey Turner. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner.
Well, he's got a high pitch count, and we're only in the 2nd inning. Things are definitely not going his way. They're really making him work right now.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Slapped hard the opposite way. Dickerson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Well, you've been given a 3-0 lead. The last thing you want to do is have base runners on and then give up a big ball, and that 3 runs means nothing to you. So pitch around the corners, make them chase the ball, but do not walk people. Well, that was a pretty good swing right there. Tough changeup. Back-to-back changeups, and he fouls it off. Now you get the pitch you want, because I can't see him throwing another changeup right here.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. So not the start to the inning he was looking for as he got the strikeout, but the runner reaches anyway. Now at the plate, Travis d'Arnaud. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Hit on the ground to short. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, he's been on a bit of a cold streak, and he gets a base hit there. That's the kind of hit. He didn't hit it hard. This is one of those that you need.
Here's Kelby Tomlinson. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, it was already a dicey situation with 2 on and no out, and then things get worse with the wild pitch there. So instead of a chance to turn 2, they've got runners on 2nd and 3rd, and a base hit will drive in a pair.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Bird is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. Stepping up now, J.P. Crawford, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
A little over anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike. Runners are at 2nd and 3rd with 1 down. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1 and 2 now.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike 3s and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Striding in once again, David Dahl. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Easy there, big fella. 2 and 2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Well, right here, this is what you live for. When you know you got a great hitter behind you, you're getting a good count. He's in a count right here, and just look for your pitch. You know they got to come after you.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
The batter, number 28.
Digging in to try it again, Nolan Arenado. A base hit in his first trip. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And a ball 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. And the changeup is way low that time.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
And now everybody's running. And this is going to be a foul ball. Ready now with the payoff pitch. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. In is Christian Yelich. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Center fielder.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
Oh, he reached back and challenged him right there. I like that. Early in the count. Here it is, big fella. I know you're a good hitter, but I'm coming right after you.
And he'll step off and try again. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Well, he's got him thinking right now. There's a fastball, then he comes back at the curveball and gets him out in front. I think when you get him out in front like that, you come back and throw another curveball right here. That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
The 0-2 once more. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. The 1-2 pitch. Curveball that time, not even close.
Well, he hasn't thrown him a strike yet in this at-bat, and we're 2-2. Clearly on the mound, he's banking on the fact that he'll chase pitches if you give him a chance.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And the throw is there to record the first out. Giancarlo Stanton now. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Bases are empty, one man out. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And this is swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Chris Carter. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Oh, he chased a bad pitch that time. It's strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will. Ready for another chance? Mark Trumbo. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Mark Trumbo.
And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Well, he's really peppering the zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes.
There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. And Trumbo will reach. He's got a base hit. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
Now, that was a weird approach right there. He takes the first 2 pitches for strikes, and now you're thinking, 0-2, you're going to be defensive, right? No, he gets the next pitch and lines it for a single.
First pitch on its way. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Swing and a ball hit in the air to right field, and deep back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here. Ready now, Corey Dickerson. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Dickerson.
Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. No outs, nobody on. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Now to the plate, Kevin Kiermaier. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 1-1. Here it comes. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Way in front of a great slider that time.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
Line towards center field, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Kelby Tomlinson. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. 3 runs already home here. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. He's set. Here's the 3-0. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
The batter, number 3.
Settling in now, J.P. Crawford.
Crawford.
He's set, and the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
This is where the big dogs show up. You got runners on, you got a 2-0 count. You got to make a pitch on the corner and have confidence you can put it there. Don't groove one. That's when you get hurt.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. And he just misses with a curveball.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. After it is Yelich. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up the speedy.
David.
First delivery to him on the way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Hey, we're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Set to deliver on 3-0. Swinging on 3-0, but this is chopped foul right at home plate.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
The batter, number 28, third baseman.
Here's Nolan Arenado. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away. First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Ready with the 1-0. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Well, I like that, taking that strike right there. Look, he's already walked a couple guys early. He's not throwing the ball consistently in the zone. You have to be patient and make him work.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run scores. And the second run will score as well as they grab the lead here at 5-3.
I love that hit right there. 2 runs driven in early in the game. That always lets every pitcher relax. And now
And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Here's Mark Trumbo now, as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And here's a ball hit in the air. Zobrist onto the grass. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. All in all, 10 men come to the trying to pick things up where he left off. Ben Zobrist. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Zobrist.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Kiermaier has it, and it's a quick out, number one.
Up next for the Marlins, left fielder Randall Grichuk.
Stepping in, Randall Grichuk. He singled his last time up. And he'll go after the first offering here, although this looked to be well below the knees. It's strike one. 0-1. Here's the pitch. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
And this ball runs away for ball two. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4. The left. Handed power bat of now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both the lefty and the right-hander begin to throw. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and no one will get this one. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Dahl's in pursuit. 2 gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting, third base.
Striding into the box, Martin Prado. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. 0-1. Here it comes. Down the third baseline. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Now a long throw to third, and he's safe.
Oh, the old CNI base hit. The changeup's down. The batter goes.
Stepping in now, Sandy Leon. He swings and grounds it to short. A dive. He's got it. Wow. Marlins strand a pair. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Ready once again.
Leading off the Blue Jays fourth, first baseman, Paul.
Tommy Hunter answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Tommy Hunter.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Towards second. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 10.
Ready for another shot now. Corey Dickerson. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's Zobrist now at second. He's right there. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Kevin.
At the plate,
Kiermaier.
Kevin Kiermaier. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Ball 1.
No strike.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Hit back up the middle. Taken in by Zobrist. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1-2. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth. Erasmo Ramirez is going to take over here in inning number 5, so it'll be a bullpen game from here on out. Hit on the ground out to short. Crawford comes up with it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, center fielder, Christian.
Stepping in, Christian Yelich. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Hit down the line at first. But a foul ball here, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And he's able to stay alive here as the foul's tipped right off the catcher's grill, and that'll ring in the ears a bit. He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Digging in once again, Giancarlo Stanton. A hit in 2 tries so far. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
And there's ball 2 now. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1-2-3. Go into the box now. Travis d'Arnaud. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Travis
Ball 1.
d'Arnaud.
1-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now. Kelby Tomlinson waits on deck. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting, second baseman.
Into the box,
Kelby
Tomlinson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Line softly toward the hole. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Grounded back up the middle. Zobrist has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order as they hang on to their 5-3 lead.
Leading off for Miami.
Here's Chris Carter now.
0
for 1 with a run scored thus far. In there, and it's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Ball 2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Second baseman, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Digging in once again, Ben Zobrist. One for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Number 75 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike 1.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
I like that. Show him the curveball and then try to sneak that low 90s fastball by him. It's going to look faster coming off those breaking pitches.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Now that's some good hitting. You hear the cliche good hitting, but that is. He fouls off a changeup with 2 strikes. Very difficult to do.
Kiermaier is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting. Left fielder.
Riding in once again, Rendell Grichuk. It was a walk in his last trip, and he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. Comes set, and the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. 2 out, nobody on. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Swing and a liner, but foul. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Ready for another shot now. David Dahl. A couple of walks for him thus far.
Fielder, David Dahl.
Bruce Rondon.
Now pitching for the Marlins, number 43, Bruce Rondon.
Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Digging in and looking for more, Nolan Arenado is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Ready with the 0-1. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side.
Man, I like the last two pitches. A changeup and then a fastball, and he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher. Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Here's another 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there. You're down 0-2. You're in protect mode. You want to chase that ball. Nice layoff.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mark Trumbo will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Got him out at his front foot. It's 0-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Swing and a liner, but foul.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
And he wastes a fastball high there. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hot shot down the line, but this is foul. He'll try again. 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Looking up is Yelich. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. First offering on its way. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit the other way out toward right field. Stanton has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Jays add 1 more on the solo. Stepping in, Greg Bird. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Greg
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
He may have to get his eyes checked on that one, because if he's looking for fastball, man, he had no chance of catching up to that. He better check his eyes. He was really late.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Martin Prado now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Martin Prado.
This is a foul ball. Comes set with the 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Bouncer down the line. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive.
He's just fouling him off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Stepping in, Sandy Leon. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Sandy Leon.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Dahl. Oh, don't know what happened there, but he missed it. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
The batter, number 7, shortstop.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He's got to get on base any way he can with that possible. Roberto Ozuna. And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. lays off 1-0. One-0 count. Here it is. And here's a ball hit in the air. Goldschmidt ranging into the outfield makes the catch, and that'll retire. One left for Miami. They're still doubled up. It's 6-3. Ready once again, Corey Dickerson. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the seventh.
Right fielder.
Slice down the left side, but foul.
Well, it's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire.
Well, he's out in front of that breaking ball right there. Not surprised. I was after that fastball. Nice job of pitching, kind of keeping him off balance.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Another 1-2 delivery. This is skied out toward right. Therefore it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Ready for another chance, Kevin Kiermaier. He homered back in the third inning in this one. First pitch on its way. Here's a first pitch chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. Strike three on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Kiermaier is retired. 2 down now.
Batting, catcher.
Digging in to try it again. Travis d'Arnaud. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Skied into straightaway right. Stanton has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1-2-3. At the plate, Christian Yelich.
Leading off for the
3
Marlins.
at-bats for
Center fielder.
and some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose, and that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
That's just not a competitive pitch. I mean, that ball wasn't even close. Now the hitter's sitting 2-0.
Slurred in there. It's 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he is out on the tag.
Up next for the Marlins.
Now at the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He flew out in his last at-bat. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
Look, Matt, they're down 3 in the 8th inning. Take a pitch, get hit by a pitch. You got to get base runners. Manufacture right now is the time because you only got 6 outs to play with.
And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1. Outside, 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Chris Carter is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Thought this middle of the order might give him a fight and put up a little bit of resistance, but
threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Miami. Here's Kelby Tomlinson. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far.
Second baseman. Kelby
now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And no one can get there. They'll try it again. 0-1. Here's the pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball 1.
That's that international language of fighting words right there. When you throw that fastball up and in, man, that upsets a hitter. That could end my career right there.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is Yelich. Legs churning. He's headed for second. He hit the corner and tries for third. And the Rays are in business to kick off the inning. It's a leadoff triple.
Well, the key to hitting triples is being aggressive right out of the box. He smokes this thing to the...
Standing in now, J.P. Crawford. Swing and a liner, but foul.
This is where you got to pitch to the strikeout. Infield's drawn in. You don't want contact. You want to make him swing and miss. Throw the nastiest stuff you have.
Dribbled to the right side. Throw to the plate. Safe at the plate as they tack on one more to make it 7-3 now. Now in the box, David Dahl. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Yelich going back. Gone! Here's Nolan Arenado. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair.
28, third baseman, Nolan
Neil
Arenado
Kotz comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped high in the air. Turner is there, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Here's Mark. Trumbo now. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is fouled back and out of play.
Ooh, that's one he wants back right now. Man, it looked like his timing was perfect. He just didn't barrel it up.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Under it is Yelich, and there are 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 44, Paul.
Coming to the plate now, Paul Goldschmidt. He's homered and doubled in 4 trips, so he's definitely been a factor. From the stretch, great tilt on the slider on the inside corner. 2 out, nobody on. In the air out toward right field. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Welcome back to MLB Network. A shot there of the nighttime beauty of this terrific Canadian city.
Leading off for Miami, second baseman
Ben Zobrist is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. And that one stayed up a little high. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Randall Grichuk. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. The slurve too high for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. in there, and it's even at 1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Ready with the 1-1. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
He's really throwing the ball well in this game, and the thing to me that stands out is that two-seamer. He's got great movement, and he's keeping hitters off balance with it.
1 out, nobody on. Now a Slurve's going to bounce up to the plate as he lays off it for a ball. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
Greg Bird is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. 1-0 count. Here it is. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll get under it to make the catch, and the Blue Jays have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Well, this season didn't go the way they wanted to go, that's for sure. But at least they ended on a win. I'm sure there'll be a lot of adjustments between now and spring training, so we'll just have to wait and see what these guys look like then.
9-3 the final tally here in this one. Toronto get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Erasmo Ramirez earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Zach Wheeler worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. Roberto Ozuna turns in 2 1/3 out of the bullpen to earn the save, his second.